Hello, everyone. Good morning, and welcome to another live trading session. As you are already used to, this is the classic live trading session that we do at the London session, which is part of the VIP uh, trading area. We're doing this day in, day out, and I'll be highlighting some setups that I took. I'll be we'll be looking together at the market status because it's very important. Lots of people seems like they kind of lost the track, I think. There's a lot of chaos going on and a lot of misconceptions about what is happening, and this time is different and stuff like that. Uh, and we'll be going over this kind of things, not in a subjective manner because no one cares about opinions and emotions. Actually, everyone, sadly, because that's how the market is driven by manipulating these things. But what is most important is to be objective when it comes to trading. And you have to look at the market in a structural manner, uh, really objective, and don't care about the noise that you see or hear outside. And that's what we will do today, right? Um, don't forget to smash that like. Let's retweet and comment, please. It's helping us a lot to get the people on board and stuff like that. It helps the algo, and if we can provide with valuable information to more people, I think this uh, more people will have lots of things to learn, lots of things to maybe they will be in a better in a better position overall, and not so many question marks and opinions will matter anymore. Because when you have your plan made, when you are executing your setups day in, day out, you don't quite care anymore about anyone's opinion. You know what you have to do? You create a plan and you start the grind. Yeah. And once you started the grind, that's the journey. That's the real journey that you want to hop in as a trader. Okay, let's finish with the rambling and crap like that. Well, like a close update, I I randomly took this level last night. I forgot to post it, but it was it was there. I said, okay, I'll put this random level here on as a limit order, and look at it, I got filled last night. I didn't feel the need to post it because we have so many setups. There are so many setups going on right now, and we'll be going through them. You saw on the Twitter post, I because some people ask me where the heck did you post it? That shit tons of setups. I have like 25 swing longs going on. And I explained yesterday, well, while PJ was out, I explained how I planned everything. I made a special account. uh, and I created a risk management plan special for that account because the 4-year cycle is not every day and every week. None of the positions has a liquidation. I have a stop loss with a daily candle close below the W weekly Ws. And there you go. Yeah, simple as that. And I'm not watching at that swing trade account. Um, I'm not watching at it on a daily basis. I just have the positions there. I have the alarms. That's it. And yeah, I recommended to make people who want to take the swings treat them separately. I'll go over the swings that I took right now. Yesterday I posted this setup on Ethereum. I wasn't filled. Next bus. Seems like they went only for this intermediate low here because swing high, swing low, swing high. And you can see it's swing failure, this one. It is what it is, not a problem. I have more than enough setups going on, and I have more than enough longs going on. At least 22 or 23. And more than 80% of them, they are risk-free. That's the best position that you can be in. All right, okay. So, let's start with others first because shitcoins are the ones that I'm interested in. Okay, I was looking at this AB equals CD here. If you put a trend-based fib, you'll see swing. And we have a target here where I'm interested in. Now it will break out. It can be, yeah, it can be. I don't say it's not, but I was a bit cautious yesterday with this breakout because I don't quite trust the pump on a Monday, and we'll see because the day is not yet finished. For example, we can deviate back under the Monday high, go and sweep Sunday low, like this, sweep the Sunday low and then pump. And this would be 101 fuckery from the market makers here. It is possible, absolutely, absolutely. That is all right. And we'll see how the market, we'll see how they want to, how this one will develop. I bought altcoins here. I'm in a very good position. I'm not in a hurry to ape in or anything like that. We can also reject this area. As you can see, we have to treat it as a range for the moment. And even swing failure this high, and maybe then price is just reclaiming back in the range. And we're speaking about the range here. But one thing is for sure, guys. So Bitcoin had its 5 minutes. This is what I was discussing yesterday on premium and on VIP when I had the live stream. Bitcoin had its 5 minutes from 15,000 to almost 150,000. I think Bitcoin has hits 5 minutes. And idea is, yes, it can definitely pump one more time, sort of a blow off top move, and then retrace. Yes, this is highly probable. Draw the liquidity once again from the markets. But the risk to reward for me is not anymore on Bitcoin. And due to what happened the last month, is not anymore on Ethereum either, because I have a big bag of Ethereum already going on. Where the heck I had the plan on a high time frame, but I don't know where it is. But I don't know if I'll find it. I don't know on which exchange I did it, but whatever. Idea is that I highlighted multiple times that I was buying Ethereum here. This was a deviation, was a trend line liquidity grab. Who knows how this thing works. And you can see it was trend line liquidity grab, a retest, and then higher. So I bought here Ethereum. I don't care about Ethereum here. Can go with wherever it wants. Also, I'm expecting Ethereum to go at 8.6 to 10. This is the area where I can see Ethereum topping. You can see last time it went to 2.6 to 1.8. I don't expect to go that aggressively once again, but I do expect something like that 1.6 to 1.8 area, 8.6 to 10. So still long road to go for, but I think it will be aggressive, like same stuff like this. We are just consolidating the previous resistance area, which is very good. And I think the price will fly from here. But we have a 2x from 4,000 to 8,000. The risk to reward, it's not on Ethereum anymore. If you bought it at 1.5, 1.8, yeah. Where the risk to reward is, you can tell me. On the shitcoin, guys. On the shitcoins. I don't know. Let's take some random shitcoins, ICP, or actually let's take Feel or Dusk and stuff like that. And now I'll go a little bit about on the swing longs that everyone is asking me about. Uh, Before getting any swing long, be sure to have a proper risk management plan. If you don't have a proper risk management plan, and market makers, they want to manipulate the market a little bit to create a swing failure. Yeah, get the bus back so they get the entries, that kind of stuff. Because they have the power to do that, you will be liquidated. There is no such thing when you're trading to be liquidated. You want to have a stop loss. If you don't trade without a stop loss, then whatever. It's your plan, not mine. So in that regard, I really like lots of charts. For example, this inverse head and shoulder and 3-tap here on Phil. I also have this long on Dusk. I really like the chart here. It's a range play with a power of 3. You can see with swing failure, the low of all this consolidation. And also this pivot point, it's the low which created a new all-time high. This is a very, very important point. We didn't yet reclaim it, but once we'll reclaim, we will confirm a big ass huge W. We already have a weekly W here. So I like this chart a lot in terms of potential. And the risk to reward is there. That's why I like I like this chart. Today I won't go over 2 coins. I won't chart ENA for sure. The risk to reward is not on ENA anymore. That's a boss that it's long gone. One chart that is ready to explode, it's actually Dogecoin. We go on 3 days chart here. You can see Dogecoin, he really loves this kind of trend line resistances. And once the price goes on the other side of the trend line, you can see it's more than ready, especially when it makes the W. You can see W, 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 and then boom. So I'm expecting the same stuff from Doge here. And I think it's about the time. We have a big ass consolidation here since March. And you can see same stuff we had here, big consolidation from March, and then it started in September, October, November, it's already new. So I think we have about the same fractal going on here to here, September, October, November. And I think on November will be around here with but it's a game of patience, it's a game of plans. If you don't have these two assets in your arsenal, yeah, patience and plans, then I don't think you can do anything in these markets. So it's all about how patient you are and how well you can plan your moves in advance. All right. What the no, S. It's looking quite nice. Same stuff. SVP. And the location is pretty good. I have a long on this one. I highlighted on S. I highlighted these 3 drives here, which we had on a 4-hour time frame. You can see 1, 2, 3. I took the reclaim on the second drive low, and there we go. I have a nice position. Am I eager to close this one? No, I don't want to close it. Can you take this squiggly W, wider W? Yes, I think you can do that. And I think you use stop loss here, but then you have some equal lows. I don't know about that one, but it's a W there. And it's in the long reload zone if you take the whole range. So as Paul was saying earlier, there's shit tons of general setups going on right now. Divergence, structure, and location. Let's see what we have more. Yeah, at one point, I think we highlighted that one. I have a swing long on this one from this area, the W. Dusk Atom. Atom, yeah, this one too. I was honestly waiting a little bit lower for a manipulation here, taking all these lows and then fishing a little bit of position. But it seems like it wasn't market makers had a different plan. Maybe there's still time to do that for a sort of a AB equals CD. We'll see. But now it's making some nice W's there. AR, you can see, there you go. I have a long going on, still at entry. I'm playing this range. If it goes here, I'm all right. That's a 14R, not bad. We have lots of LJs here. You see, we have a original W here, multiple W's going on, especially on a 3 days and a weekly time frame basis. OP is looking good also. I was front run here because I was a greedy goblin, but it is what it is. This one had a nice manipulation here at the lows. I just loaded spot. Sadly, I didn't manage to get a swing long position. And then I was waiting for this entry. But it's looking quite good. And you can see actually, at least if it goes to the range highs here, and I don't know, you can take, you can even go with this W here. Give it a wider stop loss. You can still have a 5.25R, which is not bad at all. Fetch AI. You can see I have a fill. Let me 5849. There you go. So I posted this swing long damn long time ago. I think I posted it a few months ago. 8 August. No, actually 1 month. Yeah, and we have a fill. I moved the stop loss at this week. I'm not interested in Puffo with this one. I have a higher target, and I think it's about to bottom out because if we look at the structure, it's compressing quite a lot. And we had exactly the same structure going on in this area. So I like how it looks. All right, Tao and JeffX. Tao, well, I have to be honest here. I was still waiting, and I'm still waiting for Q76. I have quite a lot of Tao from 180 to now 190 level from this one, and I'm not interested to chase it up here. Then this one, it's already played out. We have 2 longs on it from the bottom. This one and this one. That's why I don't like to speak about pump charts because I can make money from them. Pump charts like ENA, for example. I mean, I bought it here. Why I would chase around here and I want to sell it at 1.4. Why the heck I would chase it at a swing failure of a high? Why I would buy ENA here in the middle of the range? Because if you put a fib, you'll see that we are exactly at 0.5. You can see it. So why? I don't know. So it shouldn't even be on your radar. If you're a day trader scalper, yeah, maybe that. Maybe you can speak about it now. Deem, I have a long position on this one. Nobody speaks about it. It's a dead shit coin. It took the listing price. It's consolidating the listing price. It doesn't look bad. Hi-Fi, we had a hack which gave me an entry. I still have this one underwater. Gala, you can see Gala is looking nice. The long it's running nicely. Nothing that we can do here. Oh damn, there's so many shit coins. This one didn't give me an entry. This one, it's in profits. Yeah, this one made it already risk-free because it hit 1-to-1. My focus is to get risk-free from the positions. Same stuff with SKL. Tap the middle of the intermediate range here. Then you can see it rejected. Sold some of it here. Ready to reload. All right, let's go back on low time frame. Let's see, maybe we can find the low time frame setup. All right. Previous day high, Monday high. Well, I was speaking, I was blabbing away, and my Monday high deviation setup triggered. sort of a trade rise here, but it front ran the previous week high again. Damn, this looks like a trap. Maybe bounce around here. It's too late. If you took it, you should already be, I don't know, risk-free around here. Let's see Ethereum. Because day high, Monday high, didn't took it. It front ran it. Yeah, it's funny market structure here. Yeah. I don't know why my messages didn't were not updating. You have a big monitor or you use glasses? I have a big monitor. Say dot towns. Yeah, doesn't look bad. We have lots of W's here. Actually, this one you can treat it as a range. Let me close this. Annoying. So you can treat it as a range. But it's too high for me. I would like an entry around here. If I get something like that, maybe like this. Greedy goblin kind of stuff. Say, I have a big bag of say. I have a long from this area. I have a long from this area here. But I also have spot positions running on spot bags. Nothing that you can do right now. Careful with this trend line resistance. I don't know. Ooh, I don't know if it will break it or fake it, but you can see it's there trying to do something. Dot. Well, dot has a consolidation since ages. It has tons of W's. You can see them. It's looking good. If you want to take this one, it's a little wider stop loss and play the range. You have a 3.5. It's there. Not bad. I'm blabbing away and PJ is scalping. He's already short on that Monday high. And I bet he's already risk free. But I think it's a bait because they front run the previous week high. And I do think it's a bait. I don't think this Monday high will work that well. These motherfuckers, they are playing around. They're not kidding. I mean, look at this one again, front running. Ethereum, yeah. Ethereum, it's a fan of front running the levels. But Bitcoin, I'm not that sure if it's a big fan of doing that. Now I realize that I didn't made my Bitcoin risk free. Let me take some of that position because I don't want to trail it back all the way back to my entry. All right. We have a fair value gap here. So if you want to hunt something like this, maybe. But man, that previous week high, it's so annoying. CRV, I think that's one of the coins that I don't want to look at because it's way too high. Yeah, we bought CRV. We bought CRV here. And look at it. It did what I expected. Yeah. It's looking fine, but still overall it has a downtrend, you can see here. And yeah, but this is a lower picture, intermediate picture, but big picture is looking bullish as hell. Yeah, higher highs and higher lows. But I don't like this structure here. This is a front run of the long reload zone. I don't have this W where I want it to be. Nothing. Should I take this one? I have no idea. I know it's a trap with this damn previous week high here. And this one, it has like 3 equal highs above. Man, the market makers, they are really MFers. They are really MFers. No, I don't think I'll take it. I have too many good positions. I'm in too deep in profits to. Maybe it can work. I have no idea. We have also, as I said, on 3 minutes, you can see swing high, pivot low, low which created a new high, intermediate speaking. So it broke the structure, but then we should look at a 61.83 test. But also we have a 30 minutes fair value gap here, which is holding. Quite nice. And on the order flow rules, after the violation of a high time frame fair value gap, the current high should be taken out. I think the market makers, they are trying to have a little fun here. I wasn't. I mean, I was looking at other charts, not that I wasn't paying attention to Bitcoin. Let's see what we can have here. If you have any questions, please let me know. Well, I don't think too many things, to put it like that. Structure, it's overall ranging here. If it can go to 115,000, I have no idea. Probabilities say that it can. Yeah, but for the moment, as you can see here, for example, it's very important to hold above this level area. If we manage to hold above this one, we have a bullish retest here, let's say, then we can speak about this level as the next level. So it's not about what I'm thinking or stuff like that. I don't think, but I plan. And yes, there is a probability for the market to maybe once more retest, something like this, 112, and then pump here. So I think, yes, it can easily reach it. Hello. Hey, Jade. We have 1 minute until a high time frame candle close, so there's potentially maybe a bullish retest around here, let's say something like this, and then higher. That's what I expect at least. I expect Ethereum to go to 4,500 or 4,472. So even if we go, I don't know, with THG or stuff like that, let's check it out. THG, go, go, buy, 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 buy. So you can see a 5 minutes entry would still be all right. And then target around here, 3.7, not bad. Not bad. I think I will take this 5 minutes. What is our criteria for selecting altcoins, coins to trade? Well, it's a good question, and it's pretty simple. I trade lots of market structure. Why? If you ask me, because it makes me profitable. That's what I observed that made me most profitable. Then I use multiple indicators, like indications, not indicators necessarily. But I like to use market structure, location. Yeah, that's not an indicator, but same stuff, a structural compound. Uh, put a limit order there. And for example, if I like the structure, if I like the location, like fill, for example, on a weekly basis, then I will take a position in that specific trade. Yeah, I like this one Wing out. I have divergence going on there, the location, overall, the consolidation. So you need to create context around a coin. Like, for example, Bojan is doing, uh, he likes to uh, not foresee, but understand the context of the market and go with the hype or be the first that gets into the hyped coins. So context matters a lot, and you have to have an understanding about the market. And we have a short on Bitcoin, seems like. Yeah, 5 minutes is damn good. As Paul says here, we have lots of different setups. It depends a lot on how the market is looking. I don't know, lots of things like that. And we have a short on Bitcoin. Uh, I don't enter market. Seems like we have a blocked message. Mix. I'm not watching that shit. It's just a, a cartel play from one of the exchanges who are really, really greedy. So no, thank you. Not a big fan of this kind of things. Yeah, it's they're a big fan of this activity. So we close the high time frame candle. I'll put my entry a little bit lower on Ethereum because that's a violation of the fair value gap. So potentially take this low once again. And because my risk to reward is growing, I will lower the stop loss a little bit with one step. Yeah. And now let's put a trade because I actually didn't put a trade on my exchange. And then you guys will take the trade and I will not have a setup. 4310, 838. All right, limit order set. Da-da-da-dum. If Ethereum is taking the forward for 90, do you still aim to long 425? Where I have a long at 425, let me check. Yeah, I still aim to long 425. Yeah. Just because all these equal lows are there. And that would mean lots of liquidity. Come on, give me my entry, Ethereum. I think Ethereum is on the big horses today. There's so many people watching for this box here, for this area 113 on Bitcoin to short it. That's why I think it will blast through it. Same stuff with Ethereum. So many people are eager to short this one. That's why there's a plausibility, there's a potential short squeeze of that area, and the price can go up here in the short reload zone, 61.8. So I see no reason for a strong coin like Ethereum to reject 0.5 or 38.2 dump chaser zone. I really don't see it. Everyone is watching at the same level here, power of 3, and then it goes to 3,400 or 3,800. It can be, yeah. I'll be looking closely. I mean, if I see some M's, if this happens at the New York session and I get more confidence with them, so on, maybe. But you know how much Ethereum likes 78.6 area. I see a rejection there and here. I maybe, but I don't see a high probability rejection here. We'll see. Well, eventually, yeah, it always comes back, but we have to keep in mind also the context of where we are in this cycle. A lot of people have been quite not aggressive, but they don't understand why I involve my portfolio in so many positions. Yeah, but they don't understand the context and where we are with where we are in this cycle. Yeah, it's around the corner, exactly. The risk to reward is absolutely insane. And that's how a trader plays out. Based on probabilities, risk to reward, yeah, proper risk management. You identify your edge in the market, and then you execute. Simple as that. Well, not bad. Come on, Bitcoin, I need a flash crash a little bit here so I can get risk free. You can do it. Dump fast with a wick. Oh, we have NFP, the annual today, and we have quite some news this week, like PPI and then core inflation, CPI, core inflation rate. Will be a funny week. And if you ask yourself, well, what this guy is doing, he's just live streaming and looking at some setups and it's boring. If you expect the trading to be really entertaining, to be high emotional roller coaster, then I recommend you to look somewhere else and not into trading. Trading is about consistency. It's about waking up each day, doing the same thing, day in, day out, yeah, and grinding. That's what trading is about. So even if I don't have setups, I have to wake up and trade and look at the market for the 2 hours that London session gives me. It's exactly the thing that everyone ignores when it comes to trading because they like to get emotional, they like to uh, feel this kind of roller coaster and adrenaline. I wanted to ask if you can check AVAX. Oh, let's check AVAX. But also you didn't mention the time frame. AVAX looks like a potential AV equals CD going on here. AV equals CD. It's looking damn good. Yeah, I said, for example, I have this setup. You can see it. I'm playing the range here. You can see. You can see my setup, my long. I'm already long on AVAX. It should go to 65. Quick check on Ondo virtual. There are multiple ways to uh, manage a position and the risk free and stuff like that. You have to create a plan around that. Let's check Ondo. Well, Ondo is strong, but I don't like this range. I was waiting for an entry here, but I didn't have one, so no, thank you. Virtual. Same stuff, I think. It's actually at below 61.8. If you get an entry here, yeah. But then I don't know how high you can send this one because I don't have a clear indication. Or maybe I have 1 second. Yeah, it reclaimed. But if I want my entry, it means that it goes back and then it has to reclaim again. Maybe. I don't like it. It's not great, not terrible. So no, both of them no. If you are long from those, yeah, maybe if you have back from lows. WYX. I never heard of this one. Doesn't even exist. Or you wanted to say mix, and I don't want to look at that shitcoin. It's useless. Doesn't have any value. There's a lot of guys. You have to understand some things in the market. You have to understand the psychological game behind what is going on. It was exactly like Ethereum and Farcoin 3 months ago. Everyone was looking at that shitcoin, which now is lower than it was 3 months ago as a price. And Ethereum was at 1,700. And everyone was speaking about that shitcoin, that damn shitcoin. I'll get some Farcoin and stuff like that. While Ethereum was overlooked. It's exactly the same stuff. Everyone is speaking about ENA, about Mix, about all these shit coins that are pumped like crazy already, and what you can do with them. They are already gone. And you will try to chase them. You will lose your capital. You will lose your capital. That's why I said don't speak about those things because it's useless. It's your energy, it goes on the wrong way. And instead of focusing on the right horse, on the winning horse, you're focusing on the horses that they want you to look at. And you will lose coins like Portal, which PJ mentioned, stuff alt, Filecoin, Dusk, I don't know, charts that are looking good. And you will miss these setups because you played their game and they played you out actually. It was exactly the same stuff for Ethereum and Filecoin. If you don't see that, then you're just a victim. So don't speak about Mix, don't speak about these crap coins that pumped already, and no one has a bag because that shitcoin was literally uh, nowhere on the radar. And I bet almost, I don't know, if 2 or 3% from everyone that I know, maybe they have a little bag, but no one could have seen that coming. Only the cabal. How would you get into DOT? Well, depends the time frame. So how would I get into DOT? Depends the time frame, but I don't know, I would wait for a retest of this double if you don't have a bag here. I already have a bag of DOT. Are you taking the Bitcoin short because of reconstruction and fair value gap? Well, not only because of that. You need to understand the context also. It took also the Monday high. There's multiple reasons for taking that trade, not just because of that. Well, exactly what I was saying, Eric. You asked me about a coin that it's specially made for the public to get smoke screened. You asked me about Somi after Somi was already played out. We played Somi. If you go on Discord, you'll see that we longed Somi at the bottom, thanks to Alex. And here we longed it. I sold most of my bags and look at my squiggly lines. If you go on Discord, you'll see that my squiggly lines are posted since a long time ago. Yeah, Ethereum, it's on. You have a short and a long. Not a bad position to be in. I'll get this free soon on. Yeah, I can't pay attention to Discord chat. Well, I spoke about Doge at the beginning of the video. No, I won't explain how to manage the take profit. You take your profit accordingly to your plan, guys. I do what I know with the setup. You do what you know with the setup. You took it. Your decision to get involved in that specific position. So you have to manage it. Yeah. Here I'm showing what I'm doing and the decisions that I'm taking day in, day out. I'm not able to take the decisions for someone else, and I will never do that. All right. Well, there are two distinct setups here I done. So it's not a problem from my point of view because there are two different setups. I can be short and long in the same time. That doesn't mean it's necessarily a problem there because there's not a problem there. Both of them have specific entries, specific stop loss, specific reasons to be executed, and you have to treat them accordingly. No, I wouldn't. I would have not avoided this trade because I look at the context and Ethereum is looking damn good here. Yeah, for continuation. So we should go way higher. As for Bitcoin, this one got risk-free. You can see we hit 1.1 here. So it's a risk-free trade. Me, I took 50% off. This is scalping, guys. This is not swing trading or I don't know, position trading or spot trading. It's 3-5 minutes trading. And I don't think if you have these questions that you put on the chat, uh, I don't think it's all right to take the position. Because if you ask someone, how can you manage that one? How will you manage to take profit and so on? Then definitely you're not allowed to take a 3-5 minutes trade. When you get into a position, every question has to be answered before getting in that position. You're not allowed to get in a position with with unknown decisions or uncovered decisions. You're simply not allowed. You have to understand that. I know how it's the image of trading, how it's destroyed on media and on Twitter and stuff like that. Well, that's not trading. Trading means taking the stop losses, having a plan. When you lose one, when you lose one. When you win two. So trading, it's about this kind of things. What you see on media, that's not trading. And I get that we have to do lots of work in order to educate the public and educate the people, but you have to put a little bit the effort to understand what trading is about and how trading is done. you can't act like a victim. Let's say, well, I I learned trading from YouTube and from gurus and Twitter and stuff like that. No, put the time and effort. But yeah, you're not allowed to have uh, question marks when it comes to being in a position. For example, if I take the stop loss, that's it. I don't have a problem with this one. I made it risk-free at 1 to 1. I took 50% off. So from a quantity of 1 Bitcoin shorted, now I have only zero point 0.5 Bitcoin shorted because I took zero point 0.5 Bitcoin off as a profit here. So if my other zero point 0.5 gets hit, the profit that I booked here, it will cover for the loss here. This is I do usually when I take multiple positions because you don't want to have multiple positions opened with risk on the table. That's another thing but yeah, that's another whole another story. You need to go in Capo 1 to understand that. And or Capo 2, how to manage the position, how to manage the risk and so on. Well, Doge, I agree with that, Orson. I agree with that because his 5 minutes they are around the corner and it's about the time for Doge to perform soon. About the time. So yeah, I agree on that regard. Yeah, Doge it's a big animal and uh, I don't think that anyone has the strength to bring I don't know the public, but institutions maybe. Yeah, I discussed about that level on Doge. If you go here, you can see Doge on daily time frame. You can take the W or you can go with what I was waiting for. It's actually was waiting for this equal lows at 0.18, 189. I didn't have the level given, so it's what it is. I had to. There are ways to chase the market, like the TAG here, for example. That's a tool that we can use in order to chase the market. I say have some DMs and I cannot answer, but idea is, for example, if you want to join, especially Capwatt, you first need to discuss with me or VIP guys because we don't allow too many people. I don't want too many people actually. We want quality ones and we want the people who want to put the time and effort to learn. Indeed, I'm giving my trades like for this one, for this Ethereum long, I'm posting my trades with stop loss, entry, and take profit, but I'm explaining the reason why I'm taking them. I'm doing this live on a daily basis, and I really don't want noise or uh, I don't know, people who just FAFO or beginners. I don't want that. I don't want to hear questions about, well, uh, uh, about risk. For example, if you fail the test that I'm asking you, the questions that I'm asking you about risk, definitely you don't have a spot there. I won't give you the answer now, but there are some tricky questions that I'll ask if you tell me that you're risking 10, 15%, 12% on a trade. Good luck. And I recommend, for example, if you want to learn the basic stuff from the scratch, how to create a plan, then Capwa One is a place. If you already know that and you're a good swing trader, you're already profitable from swing trading, position trading, then you can hop into Capwa Two. Well, I said it was sketchy here. This previous week high front run. These motherfuckers, they were playing out with it. You can see it here. Maybe here we can try a short, but we'll see. The market is looking strong, especially on Ethereum and altcoins. And Bitcoin is looking good. Not too many things that are going on right now, guys. If you have some positions, especially the swing trades, uh, keep them. I think we can. I think the big opportunity, the big yeah, opportunity of making profits, not opportunity of opening new trades. It's around the corner, and it matters a lot. The community where you are in, how you will react. You need to be emotionless when it comes to those things, and make your plan. Thank you, Menace. Oh, you're damn consistent. I like seeing that. Dum dum dum. Well, it feels like we're watching the paint dry here. To wrap it up a little bit, few 5 minute setups. I'm playing this TAG. If you don't have the TAG, well, I don't know. Discuss with PJ, get in premium VIP. Uh, it's a trend following indicator. You can see the market is was ranging here. It wasn't that good. But here, for example, when the trend started, let's say that you get an entry here, you can see you would have trailed it until here, and that's a 3.25. Let's say that you have a greedier entry like here, you have a 3.98, yeah, and so on. It's quite a good indicator when it comes to trends and if you want to chase. Um, to answer to everyone, not just to the DMs. So yeah, Kapwatu, it's only one spot left. I'm not going to take more students because I want to focus on them, and there's lots of work to explain, to lots of things to focus on, and you need to discuss with me first. I need to see if you fit. There's plenty of people that we had to refuse. Is what it is. Some people don't accept to be refused, and they get violent and stuff. It is what it is. But it's a private community, and we don't allow. Gladly, we don't allow lots of negative attitudes because that can actually destroy. For me, I know it destroys my focus. It destroys uh, my overall capacity to read the market, and it affects my trading. Gladly, I have PJ for that. Clean everything up. So yeah. So if you want to join, DM me. We'll need to discuss a little bit. Um, Same stuff for VIP. Now it's closed actually, but if you want to go with 3 or 6 months, you can still get a spot if you fit, not necessarily you will get one. And then for Capua one, I can tell you a secret. There is a referral code that you can use, Stefan, and go to PJ and say that Stefan sent you. uh, any monthly open setup on it? Monthly open setup? I don't even know where the monthly open sits right now. Ah, it's right here above. Ah, it's a good point. I didn't saw this one. Well, we need to reclaim that one. Ah, it's exactly at the power of 3 that all the... Oh, no, it's actually mid-range. And that's a good one. So, for example, what can happen is actually we can, if the market makers are really that violent, we can get something like this, sort of a seek and destroy profile. So that still can happen. It's not out of the books yet. There is a probability of this to happen. We need to reclaim that monthly open. Let's put an alarm there. I already can see some results from the student. First session with PJ. He has 51 wins and 49 losses. Not bad. on a on an exercise like the kind of homework that PJ gave them. I love it. Well, beside these two setups that you see on my screen, and beside the 20 swing longs that I showcased from the beginning, uh, we are already almost 1 hour and a half into this. I wanted to keep a longer one because there are so many opportunities in the market right now, and I don't know if people they are aware of that because what I see on the overall vibe uh, is that most of them they are calling or looking for a top. Most people they're not they don't have exposure in the market and so on, and it can hurt a lot because so many people will start chasing the market and get in at a blow off top, and that's just sad, but that's how it works actually. That's how the markets are working. Now that being said, guys, be careful with the news, especially on the low time frame 3-5 minutes trade that I posted here. We have some news coming up in few hours from now. You have to be careful with that one. In 4 hours from now, every member who is verified will have access to the sorry will have access to the next upcoming event, which is a live trading session. Let me show it to you. If you go on Discord, you'll see events, and there you go. So today at 4 p.m., PJ will open this for everyone who's verified, and we'll have a live trading session. I think after after yesterday and how the market reacted, I think today will be really, really, really nice. Um, a really good trading session, and we can get some good setups. Let's take a last look at render. I have a big bag of render. Yeah, it's not looking bad. Correction, it's almost done. I'm waiting for about 29 to 24 bucks for render. So yeah, it's looking good. Yeah, it's looking good. I wouldn't chase up here. If you want a swing, maybe you can wait on this area at 3.6, but I wouldn't chase at 3.8, something like this. That being said, thank you very much, guys, for watching. Appreciate your time. We'll see you again in 4 hours from now with PJ. Live trading session from the New York trading session. Take care. Be careful with the total risk and plan everything in advance, guys. Plan every move that you take, every step you take, plan it in advance. Thank you very much. See you. Bye bye.